As the bard approached the small Viking town, it was apparent that things were dead. Literally. Hell had already made its way to Stromness, and the bard, as usual, was right on its tail.
We don't allow your kind in here.
And what kind is that? Bards?
No, the living.
You mean the only way to get into this town is to die?
Yes. However, we can help you out with that, free of charge.
Quite neighbourly of you.
We aim to please.
I don't want any trouble. God knows I've had more than my fair share. All I want to do is get to that island with the big tower. Do you know the way?
The only way is through this town, or should I say, was through this town, through the furbolg mines. But it needn't concern you. You'll not stay alive long. Nobody does.
Well, other than that crazy old butcher and the shopkeeper, we've been having a little trouble getting to them.
Yes, good old Hatcher the Butcher. He's been nuts ever since he was driven off his farm.
Here's how I see it. I need to get to the island, so I might as well just fight you. Because whether I live or die, I get in.
Well, you have a point there.
Obviously. Shall we begin?
Go away. Can't you read?
I'm a traveller who needs to purchase some wares.
I've fallen for that one before. Are you dead?
Do I sound dead?
Yes.
I assure you I'm not. Just let me in.
Well, you see, I can't take the chance. If you go and grab that crazy butcher and bring him back with you, I will let you in. I trust him.
You don't trust me, but you trust a crazy butcher? That makes sense.
Crazy is my middle name. Now go away.
You must be that crazy old butcher I heard about.
I thought I'd never see you again.
Excuse me?
Don't play games with me, Garrett. I thought I remembered the Droger getting you, but I guess I was wrong, 'cause here you are.
I think you've got the wrong person.
Oh, don't be stupid. How could I not know? My own brother.
Ah, yes, well then I guess you're right. It's been a long time, eh? Brother.
Yes, it has been. It's been rough these last few weeks trying to survive alone. Well, there's the old shopkeeper, but he's crazy.
It's a shame when your only companion is a crazy person, isn't it?
You can say that again. Why, ever since my boy, my only son.
You all right there, brother?
Ah, William, it is you. Oh, my son, I can't believe it's you. I thought you lost when you went off looking for that axe.
Oh, gods, get off me, old man.
Oh, no shame in public affection, my boy. You're my only son, and there's nobody else around. Well, nobody living, except maybe that crazy shopkeeper.
I hate to interrupt, Father, but do you know the way to the furbolg mines?
What? Oh, of course I do, my boy. You know our farm is right next to the mine entrance. Why, our family's been trading with those furbolg for generations.
Great. Let's go to the farm. Dad. You had better lead the way. All this excitement has caused me to forget which way it is.
We must head through the graveyard.
Of course, naturally, through the graveyard. Just once it would be nice if the way to get someplace was through a field of flowers.
The bard couldn't help but think that once this was all over, he had a new friend he could share a drink with. He was in fact quite overwhelmed by the thrill of spending hours on end with the crazy old butcher.
Oh, shut up. That's not what I'm thinking, and you know it.
What was that, son?
Nothing, you crazy old buzzard. I mean, Father.
Good day to you, my traveling friend. You're either very brave or very stupid to be wandering around this town today. In case you haven't noticed, the dead seem to be rising from their graves.
Really? I hadn't noticed. I'm just out scouting locations for some land to build a house on. I was thinking of retiring here.
A sarcastic one, are you? A man I can relate to. Perhaps I can help you with a magical tune if you think you're worthy.
Thus far on this journey, I've only met two types of people. Those that have helped me and those that I've killed. Which type are you?
Excellent. It'll be my honor to help out a nasty sort of man like yourself. Please, take this tune and use it in good health.
This is the tree that I fell out of and broke my wrist.
Aren't we lucky it wasn't your neck?
I can still smell Misty's sweet buns. Best bakery in town.
Well, I don't see the butcher with you. Go away.
It's okay, my friend. It's me, Hatcher, and my wife, Hildy. Let us in.
Oh, yes. How silly of me. You're looking as lovely as ever, Hildy.
I'm gonna kill somebody pretty soon.
Oh, and the same lovely temperament. Welcome to Torvald. If I'm crazy enough to stay in this town, then I'm crazy enough to slash my prices. If we don't have it here, you don't want it. And if you can get it somewhere else, you don't need it. And if you can find it cheaper, I will eat my helmet. Today only, it's the Crazy Torvalds music sale. Buy this instrument today, and I'll throw in a piece of music that I found on a dead body of some kid who wandered into town not so long ago for free. That's right. For one low price, you can get the horn and this tune. Yes, you couldn't live another day without owning this amazing instrument.
I'll take it.
Enjoy the instrument and the music, and don't forget to tell all your friends to shop here at Crazy Torvalds.
William, gather all your friends for cake and pie. Then we'll open gifts.
I have a feeling my friends are not interested in cake or pie.
Old man McMorty lived in this house. Heard his son was a chosen one. Just like you.
Really? How did he fare?
The droger split him like a ripe tomato. Poor Bessie May. I remembered when she died, there wasn't enough wood to build her coffin. This is the spot, Garrett, where I found the body of old Torridil Jones. Oh, gives me a shiver. Never seen a real dead body before. Hopefully, you'll never have to.
Well, I'm glad that's over with. Things seem much quieter over here.
Yes, they do. Hilda, when did you get here? Oh, my wife. Give us a kiss.
You so much as come anywhere near me, I'm gonna knock you out.
It is you. You never change, my love.
With that, the bard found himself thinking that
Stop telling me what I'm thinking.
as the bard and his best friend, father, brother, and husband approached the farm, things were eerily quiet. Soon, however, the bard witnessed the sight that had driven Hatcher from his farm. People weren't the only things rising from the dead, and these hacked-up animals were quite annoyed at how they'd been treated by the butcher. There was a strong case here for a vegetarian lifestyle.
I have something that will help. Father's old bow. This way, brother.
Back to brother, is it? Better than Hildy, I suppose. Hello, this can't be good. What on earth did you bury here, brother?
Oh my! That's where I buried all the animal parts I didn't need.
You know, I really don't like the sound of that. Quite frankly, I don't like the looks of it either.
Haggis for everyone!
Okay, old man. I'd love to stay for the family barbecue, but first I think I need to see the mines.
Oh, of course, Father! Of course!
Father, eh? Well, I'm moving up in the world. Lead on, my son.
Of course!
How's about giving me that weapon you have there? Isn't it mine, anyways?
Yeah, of course, Father! I thought you might want it back someday.
Great. Now, to the mines.
As promised, the bard's new relative led him to the furbolg mines. It brings a tear to the eye that these close family members must part ways forever.
See you, old man. And, may I suggest you go into the flower-growing business?
Farewell, Hildy!
With that, the bard walked into the furbolg mines. Each footfall brought him one step closer to his destiny, but one step further from the very special bond he had formed with his beloved butcher.
Sometimes I really hate you.
The bard found himself in a place where there was no night or day, no warmth of the sun, and air so foul every breath was an effort. Into these tunnels, more suited to furbolgs and finfolk, the bard bravely strode, determined to complete his noble quest. Certain death lurked around every corner, a violent, messy death at the hands of some foul, subterranean denizen.
I certainly hope that you're exaggerating.
More wishful thinking than anything else.
Nice. You seem to be quite in a hurry, my friend. Why all the hacking? Is the ore going somewhere?
A group of us were working here, putting up support beams when we were attacked by a pack of finfolk. During the fight, this tunnel collapsed and several of the other miners were trapped.
Don't let me interrupt your digging. Reminds me. When I was a kid, my dog once buried my sister and
I don't have time to talk right now. They're running out of air. Help me dig them out.
Yeah, digging isn't exactly my forte. Is there any other way I could help?
There are more miners down here, but they scattered during the attack. If you can gather them and bring them back here, they could help me dig. I'll make this worth your while if you help.
Quite rewarding. Glad I could help. Now, speaking of rewards...
We found this strange sword down here while we were excavating. It seems to... well, it sings. Okay, men. Back to work. Time to clear out those tunnels to the east.
Oh, for heaven's sake, you don't look very formidable. As a matter of fact, you don't look like much of anything. I hope you do better than my previous wielder.
Well, as I live and breathe, it is true. You speak. I can only pray that your edge is as sharp as your tongue. And you have things turned around, I think. I hope you serve me better than you did your former wielder.
He was gone in the head, my former master. Kept insisting he was the chosen one, if you can believe that rubbish. You don't seem much better.
You'd be surprised what I'd believe. Now, keep quiet. We have finfolk to skewer.
Remember, the pointy end goes into the enemy, you simpleton.
This is going to be just wonderful. Now, shut your... whatever it is.
So it came to be that the bard found the perfect match for his own charming personality.
Well, I am a bastard sword, you know.
Oh, you look pretty familiar. Oh, God, did you get yourself trapped in another cave-in?
Yeah, I did, and you got me out again. I owe you my thanks.
I'd say you owe me a little more than that.
Always joking. I see right through you. You talk tough, but inside you're all heart.
You're entirely mistaken about that. Let me assure you.
You can't fool me. And even though I know you'll try to refuse any reward, I'm afraid I must insist.
Fork it over already.
Okay. Here it is. Good luck, my friend.
Just a moment, stranger, for I can see you're neither finfolk nor furbolg. Now, who are you? And more importantly, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm a simple traveller, really. Singer of songs, teller of tales. Now, who may I ask are you?
I am called Olaf. I am a Viking from Stromness. As to why I am lost here, That's easy enough. After the furbolgs first dug their way down here and found these water-filled tunnels, me and my brother Eric came down with a furbolg guide. Now, what was his name? Let's see, 'twas Baliak or something. Well, that's not important right now. More on that treacherous dog later. Anyways, we came down here to explore, see if there was any treasure to be had, maybe a nice vein of ore. So we brought a small boat with us. I'm a pretty decent shipwright myself. Did I mention that? Now, when we were younger, my brother was always the one who was better at building things. Me, I've always been good at knocking them down, if you know what I mean. Of course, what use is a Viking that can't take care of his ship? So I spent several years in Jordland studying under old Skeggy, the master shipwright. Surely you've heard of him. Of course you have. Everyone has. It was his boat, Drogrimmer, that led the fleet of Kolskeg the Bloody in his famous raids off the Black Coast. So I was saying, we have our ship down here and we're navigating these tunnels when we come upon a bit of dry land. Anyways, Eric and I are hauling the boat out of the water. We port it over to the other side and managed to get it back into the water when we noticed the furbolg is missing. So we go off to look for him. We hear him calling out to us down one of those side passages to the east, and we get jumped by a whole horde of Finnfolk. Now, Finnfolk, as you know, are notorious for using magic. And it just so happened that in my younger days, I picked up a little trick to deal with such things. You see, it all started when old Thorvald, the weaponsmith, he tells me about this island that he saw when he was but a lad. And he says to me, Olaf, he says, you're the best sailor I ever laid eyes on. And if anyone can get out and find that island, it's you. Now, of course, at this point, I'm swelling with pride because Thorvald, he served with some fine old sailors, as I'm sure I don't have to tell you. There's old Bjornof Redbeard, Arno Kettleson, Kettle Arnoson, and Ranulf Ederson, to name but a few. So at any rate, I sail out to this island with my brother Eric. You remember me talking about him, right? Poor lad never had a chance against those Finnfolk. I tried to save him, but I was too late. That treacherous furbolg led us into a trap, he did. Killed my brother and left me stranded down here. And that is my sad, sad tale. Brings a tear to your eyes, does it not? I can see you're all choked up by it. You're a good lad to let an old man run off at the mouth like that. Here, take this stone. I found it down here, and I have no use for it. And to tell you what, if you do win the furbolg, I'll teach you how to dispel magic. Might help you get past those Finnfolk. He hides himself in the caverns east of here. Just bring me back proof that he's dead.
And you thought I was long-winded.
You use your words efficiently. Far less content, but surprisingly just as annoying. Is anyone there?
No, damn. I mean, go away.
Come out, friend. I mean you no harm.
All right. Just don't hurt me. You said you meant no harm. I'm very sorry I didn't come out of hiding sooner, but you see, I've been down here a while, always running from the Finnfolk, not to mention the crazy Viking. He thinks I'm in a league with the Finnfolk, if you can imagine that.
Ah, yeah, the Viking, yeah. I've had the pleasure of meeting him. He wants you dead for some reason, you know.
He's just an insane old man who runs off at the mouth. Whatever you do, don't let him launch into one of his stories. Rather be run through by a Finnfolk. I've been trapped down here for so long, always fearing for my life. I'm at my wit's end. Now you must have gotten down here somehow. Can you show me a way out?
I can lead you to the boat that brought me here. Follow me.
Thanks. Let's go. Here, take this. It's my most precious possession in the world. My father gave it to me when I was younger, but I want to thank you for what you've done for me.
Well, are you done with your little mission?
Aye. Here you go. The bloody deed is done.
His armband, eh? Yes, this is good proof. He was always boasting about how great his father was and how it'd been his most precious possession. He'd never have given it up. I have no use for the damn thing, so you keep it.
Thanks. Now, I believe you have some payment for me?
Payment? Oh, yes. I learnt this secret when I was younger. It was on the Isle of the Winged.
Enough with the tales. Teach me what you know.
Of course, no need to get violent.
As the bard ventured further into the caves, the sight of the scorched ground concerned him. Wait, it did concern him, didn't it? Because he really should have.
You really know how to inspire confidence, don't you?
I can make it. I'm the chosen one. Yeah, I can make it. I'm the chosen one.
Hello there. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
Who are you? You don't seem like one of those druids. Did Dugan send you to help me?
Did Dugan send me? Yeah, you could say that. So, you're the chosen one, are you?
Oh, you heard that? Yes, I am the chosen one.
Well, you may be a chosen one, but you're not the chosen one.
What do you mean by that? They've all told me I'm the one.
So someone tells you you're the chosen one and you just believe them. You haven't noticed all the other chosen ones running about by any chance? The dead ones?
Yeah, that means they weren't the chosen one. I am the chosen one, and I'll prove it right now.
I'd really like to see that. Bad choice, chosen one. For you, at least.
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. A chosen one of many, is it true? When you think you're full of luck, you move forward through your throat. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. You came upon a land with confidence, the contemplating moment growing tense. He tried to clarify his unthinking reasons why, but in the end his logic made no sense. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. The prophecy is never coming true. In a pickle you'll be stuck, like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. He really felt that he was unique. Treasures and adventures he did seek. He strived to prove you wrong, and so now we sing this song. His future plans are looking very bleak. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. It'll lead to.
So, once again, having left a wake of death and destruction behind him, the bard continued onward towards the island tower in search of the fair maiden Calais. Now, you may ask yourself, was his mind weighed down with the burden of saving the world? The lives he had taken? Friends he had lost? Or was he just wondering what the princess looked like naked? I'm sure that answer is painfully obvious. With the Isle Tower close at hand, the long journey of the bard was drawing to a close. Leagues away and unbeknownst to our hero, a somewhat familiar scene was being played out.
At every turn he foils my plans. First Cathbad and then my pet. What kind of a monster have you enlisted against me, Calais? Who is this bard? Where did you find him?
He's nobody, Finnick. A wanderer. A simple man enlisted in a noble cause, fighting to overthrow a tyrant. It's a familiar story, isn't it?
Do not mock me. An average man, you say? I think not. He leaves a trail of mayhem and destruction in his wake. No ordinary man could have struck down Ern and then Lou. Still, you give me an interesting notion.
Which is?
You'll find out when he's here. I begin to suspect that he might make it this far.
Admitting defeat? That's unlike you.
I admit only the possibility that he may reach this tower alive. Then, of course, he'll have me to deal with. Mannanin.
I sense change in the winds, Finnick. What is happening?
Anne and Lou have fallen. Only you and I stand between Calais and her freedom.
Then we must stand firm.
As you say. Mannanin, this man that approaches your tower, he is powerful.
A single man has undone both Hearn and Lou.
Indeed he has. Much is riding on your ability to stop him.
If I should fail, you will avenge me.
I will.
Is that an emotion other than anger I hear in your voice, Finnick?
You'd be surprised what the years can do to a man.
Our hero, having proven himself more than a match for the guardians of the tower, was now sealed inside, perhaps entombed for the rest of his inevitably short life.
I'm going to live through this, just to spite you.
Come no further. I am Mannanin, the guardian of this tower. You are not welcome in this place. I give you one chance to turn back. You shall not pass.
That sounds eerily familiar. Look, even if I wanted to turn back, which I don't, there's no way out. I might as well move forward.
You have been warned. You know not what you're getting yourself into, fool of a bard. Turn back now before it is too late.
Not knowing what I'm getting myself into has been the latest trend for me. No point in thinking that's going to change. In the spirit of things, however, I'll give you one last chance to surrender to me. How does that sound?
I cannot abandon my eternal vigil. You leave me no choice. To the death!
You made it!
Sorry I'm late. Had a bit of trouble with the weather. Hold on a minute. You're still a spirit.
Of course, my love.
But this is the third tower.
True, my love.
But you're supposed to be here. I mean, in the flesh.
No, my love. I'm imprisoned atop the tower in Downby.
You said you'd be in the third tower.
No. I said you needed to put out the flames in 3 towers to set me free.
And I have.
My prison in the Downby Tower could not be opened until all 3 flames were extinguished. Now you can come to the final tower and rescue me in the flesh. Soft, warm, supple.
All right, just put a sock in it. It's growing a little old, even for me. Just tell me, how many lands must I venture to before this so-called final tower? And how many bows and instruments must I collect, and how many more idiots must I converse with?
Nothing more. Just come to the tower.
I'll believe that if I live to see it. There is, of course, a slight problem. The door to this tower has been sealed, and I have no way out.
I can help you. The magic that binds me grows weak thanks to your efforts. I was aware of Finnick's plan to trap you, and have been conserving my energies so that I could aid you this one final time. Your transportation to Danby awaits.
Interesting. Look, could you conjure up something that sticks to the ground? A nice carriage, perhaps?
Oh, you'll be perfectly safe. I'll await your arrival at the top of the tower. I long for our first kiss.
I'll tell you what, if you're not there, you can
Farewell.
kiss my... I hate people who have to be the ones to get the last word in.
And so our brave bard would soon mount the fiery beast and ride through turbulent skies, winging his way towards destiny and the...
Oh, excuse me, I get a little sick even thinking about flight.
I give up. And so our brave bard mounted the fiery beast, hung on for dear life, and tried to keep down his lunch. It had come to this at last. One man on his own, a poet and a rogue, with no friends to speak of, no one to mourn his passing, should it come to that. Even those beside him are no more boon companions than bond-servants, summoned by sorcery and song, as cold and indifferent to him as the light of a wandering star. But to know where he is, and what may yet come to pass, we need to know who he is and where he is from.
You've made a mistake coming here, Bard. You have no chance to make it past me. Turn around and leave.
If I have no chance, then why are you offering me a way out? Are you scared? Without your big beastie backing you up?
This time, I'll take care of you myself, Bard.
And to know that, we've got to begin elsewhere.
I am not going through all that again. Can we please just get on with it?
Sorry, I got caught up in the moment, as you were.
Oh, it's bad luck to be you. A chosen one of many, is it true? When you think you're full of luck, you move forward till you struck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. It's time to face your own reality. There's one thing we can say with certainty, that it's you has been chosen, even though you've been opposing. I guess you were the only nominee. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. The prophecy is never coming true. In a pickle you'll be stuck. Like a chicken you will cluck. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. We've come to the end of our tale. We sang a lot and drank up all the ale. You are pretty much a fraud, and for that we do applaud. Although we all were hoping you would fail. Oh, it's bad luck to be you. Don't think for just a second it's not true. When your life is run amok, you will see that you're the schmuck. Oh, it's bad luck to be, really bad luck to be. Nobody could disagree. It's a freaking guarantee. It's bad luck to be you. It'll lead to.
We finally meet.
Finally? Do I know you?
No, but I know you. And might I say...
Yeah, I know. I've been through all this before. You're not getting by me. I will kill you where you stand. You're an idiot. Blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all before. Can we just skip that part and get right down to it?
I agree. The sooner you are dead, the better.
Heard that one before, too.